I'm about to start streaming some more last Epoch. Um, I have my Sentinel. I switched from Paladin to Void Knight. I had to make a new character. I've been playing on my Primalist Beastmaster. I've been enjoying those two classes a lot, but I'm hoping I can enjoy a third at least. And that is going to be found in the Rogue I started, trying to do the Falconeer. So, I ordered a chair. I need a replacement for my ergonomic chair I'm using right now. It leans back, it doesn't lock in place. Nothing doesn't lock in place anymore. I haven't had it that long. But like something like that seems like, I couldn't have been that bad to break it, just leaning back. Now it's sitting on the back of it. But it came today, and I tried putting it together. And I just couldn't figure out how to put on the cover. I couldn't figure out how to put it up there. So I'm just gonna wait, get some help, and I'm just gonna use this chair today until I put it together. I'll probably stream for a couple hours on my Rogue. I'll probably stop, put the chair together, and probably take a break, and then I'll probably play some more. And I ordered an audio interface yesterday, and I was contemplating on how I wanted to proceed with ordering my XLR mic.
Eterra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
And I'm gonna order it probably pretty soon because this mic's fine in a way, but at the same time it can be much better.
Everything okay? What? That must be Orion. An Osprey's general. What happened to the artifacts Balthus was protecting? That must be what they were after. We have to save Balthus. Their camp is not far. Are you sure? You'll walk into Stay safe. Stay alive.
I've seen people that are like at 50 and stuff. Like I've seen on Twitch, people are like a pretty high level 50 and stuff, playing for like a couple hours a day, like 8 or 5 hours a day. Like I was really wondering if these people were gonna like, if any of these big streamers at least were gonna make this like more of a mainstay, like if they were gonna do end game content and all that, or if there was gonna have to be like a new streamer. And like it's a good question, right? Like old streamers are known for doing something, like I don't know if any of these people are gonna be around much longer other than the campaign. Maybe, I don't know. We get a Gatorade, open the door. There's another drop. You watch for an hour. You can link to your Twitch account. I linked my Twitch account, my Steam account yesterday. I watched someone play it and I got the pet. It's like some little merchant pet or something. And if you want to get the drops and you weren't able to get them first day they came out, they'll actually be repeating them for one more day. It's all up on Twitch and stuff and their Discord, I'm pretty sure. Let's look at this falcon tree, see what it does. So it has an acid flask build you can throw together. I'll do this for a little bit, but falcon now heavily prioritize enemy close to you during combat. Cool. There's like most ranged class I'll basically be playing so far. Range is kind of entertaining. Sometimes it just kind of feels like I'm sitting back and not really getting the most out of the experience because I'm just so far away and always running away. The way the enemies attack in this game, how like kind of sporadic they are with their speed. Like they're not like a long, lanky tower. They're kind of like quickly shuffling around and stuff. It actually makes it really entertaining. If you want to put ranged characters in your game, I'd recommend learning a lot from this game because it's really fun to play ranged. Like I consider it an empty experience potentially. Not as proactive, I guess you could say. I guess might be the best rogue I've ever played in a game, just because it has a lot of big boot potential. Like I'm lobbing these potions, and I don't have to like worry about too much. Like I'll hit the enemy more than likely. And this Fury Stripe, the slurry is so big, and it does attack pretty quickly. I think this game took a lot of like little agonizing details that kind of ruin things. Like it's just too detailed, where it doesn't have any doesn't actually have any purpose besides that being so small and just being a detail more than anything. I don't feel like I'm running into like, I don't feel like I have to roleplay as a rogue like to my greatest potential ever to even be effective. Like I feel like if I go to Warcraft, I have to actually have like a reason to play rogue. Like I have to really get into a character. I have to have a lot of detail. You know what I'm saying? But in this, I just feel like I can just enjoy the combat. Like who knows? I might not even play Falconeer. I might play Blade Dancer, right? I might play Marksman. I can't really decide. I'll probably go between Blade Dancer and Falconeer. If I don't like it, I'll just make a new class. It doesn't take that long to get your mastery. I'll probably just go, I'll probably just go Falconeer because I really like having companions. And like, a rogue with a companion is different. I never experienced something like that. really have no clue what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of lost on the whole intention of playing Rogue in this game. Like, do I want to go Poison? Do I want to go Crits? So much customization. It's not like you're really stuck doing just one or the other. Rogue's kind of like, you have to do what you want to do. You can't really always... You can't always do basically what you're allowed to do, right? Like, if you can't do what you want to do, I wouldn't play Rogue. That's kind of my opinion on a lot of, like, Archer and Rogue stuff. Like, if you play Skyrim and you can't sneak around and do, like, 8 times damage, if that's what you want to do, then you wouldn't even be playing Archer. So I'm like a warrior, like a tank. That's fine, because you need more damage. You need more, armor and stuff. And you're at close range, and you're tanky, so like the combat's kind of slower, more engaging. There's more chances you can fail more often. Playing something like this, you know, I really just want to be able to do what I want to do. So having the skill tree like this, you know, do I want to have Poison Flurry? Sure. Want to do crits and Poison? Now I really do what I want to do, right? I got Poison, Bleed, Resistance Shred, Physical Shred. You know, do I want to, do I want to use Flurry with a bow? I can do what I want to do, right? I can do exactly what I want to do. And that makes me want to play Rogue. But if you're playing like Diablo, where I can only do range or, you know, close quarters combat, and there's only 2 abilities for each of them, or there's not really that much that they're giving you, or you can do what you want to do. I don't really want to play it. It gets kind of just, it'd be more like actually playing a tank, or playing something I don't really care. Like, I'll play how they want me to play it. Something like this is hard because you're just so quick, you're so squishy. Like, I need to be able to do what I want to do as a trade-off. It all goes together with the fantasy of the Rogue and all that other stuff. I'll probably throw it in the stash and give it to my occultist, whatever, cultite, when I start playing necromancer type stuff. And then if I do end up doing something like I want to play paladin, that's what I wanted to do. So I was like, I just need more damage, I just need more armor, and I'm okay with doing that for like a warrior. I switched to Void Knight. I just need more damage, right? I need different abilities. Well, something like this, is so great. I feel like something like PoE probably be great with a rogue because you can do what you want to do. You know, if you want to have the introduction to rogue, just read a story about a rogue and the, you know, the fantasy that comes with that. And that's like how you really want to play it. You want to take what you want, do what you want, and no one tell you what to do. And if a game can't provide that experience for me where I do what I want, for the sake of enjoyment, not just like to shit on the developer, like I do what I want, then I just won't play a rogue in their game. Like I can barely stomach that whole idea of like opening my skill tree to being so limited and having to play something so squishy, does so much damage, but like it's already like kind of been done because there's nothing you could really mix or explore. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, with Diablo 4, or Diablo in general, I feel like that's a better way of explaining people that are like kind of obligated to be Diablo content creators, because those people don't even seem like they're having that much fun. Like Diablo is such an old game and it's been around so long, like that's kind of my point about people kind of going back to playing whatever games they play or going to the next game. Like Diablo is like a good example of that. It's almost like being the intern or something. They like just drop off the work that they probably don't want to do on you. Diablo is basically the example where it's you either go this way or that way. You have the intern who kind of is in the back in the dusty office, who hasn't even done anything wrong. Where you're like the alpha male or something, which is really funny because you know it's like, okay, well, if there's a new game, who's gonna stick to it? Who's gonna have to basically stick to it because no one else is gonna stick to it? Not that they have to, but you know, you get it. Like some people stay around because that's their niche. That's their niche at this point. More of a niche thing than anything. Like this has become your niche or the intern.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Your member wing.
So make music. Like I don't want to just regurgitate the same music made and play the same exact keys. It's not even like I'd learn anything. Like I'd just be. You need to learn how to make something out of nothing and it sounds okay. You can't just keep playing the same thing over and over. Depending on your position, right? Like if you're a quarterback, you're willing to play the same routes. It's dynamic, right? There has to be another like source of simulation. It can't just be like the same plan. It's perfect. It gives you ability to create different experiences in your game, right? You can say someone who's like a running back or something in football maybe not want to do the same play, but be able to explain to them properly and how they could still experience it however they want it to, and play how they want it. They just have to like do a certain amount of things the way the team wants it done or needs to be done. You can make it a good experience. Like Rogue could be good with like not very much variety. If they like make it for the Rogue. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain why I don't play Rogue.
I will be thankful. The shards of the
Oh, a good example of this is like a recon sniper in Battlefield where like the team has a plan. You want to do this, you want to do that, but he just wants to snipe. So it's like there has to be that fine line of guidance and planning alongside spontaneity. You know, being able to you want all that. I'm not saying like that you should let some retarded, not the retarded, but you shouldn't let like some rogue element, like some basically scourge of humanity type of criminal rogue person control everything because they want to. Right? Like if he starts crying about something, you should just listen to him. But the fact that if you want to have an enjoyable experience for everybody, you might have to like allow them to do a little more of that. Like if you want to have good snipers, you have to let them be a sniper because they want to be and they want to blow people up with the sniper rifle. But you also need a plan to win the game in Battlefield. You can't just tell him like to change his class or to do something he can't really do.
Prayers be with you.
You have to like tell him like drop one of those spawn stations or something that kind of helps everybody out and still is enjoyable for people who aren't
And it's all thanks
like the
to
tank.
you. He's been quiet since he returned.
You're back. Now we must protect the Epoch. Find a way Soraya won't get to them. Not fully. The Terra left their secrets. Well, we are keepers after all. Protectors of Itera's past. Do you think we've going through the motions? I feel as though drastic times are... No, I apologize. I only have 2 shards. Lena, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you too.
I'm big sorry.
This is what's best for us all.
Not happening.
Let me draw this wand away. You saw my stuff before I have to go into the other area.
Right.
Yep. I saw someone with like a ability where they jumped in the air and swung like on a rope, playing as a falconeer. I don't know how they got that ability, but I want it. He like jumped. It was like kind of like a Metal Gear Solid thing where he like jumped in the air. Was it aerial assault? He leaped towards. Yeah, I think it was aerial assault. Yeah. It looked cool. Like I like the whole actual set of abilities that the Falconeer has. Like I might sacrifice a lot of these abilities to where like I may not need to play using my weapon. You know, whether that be a bow or a like daggers. I might, but I feel like the Falconeer kind of lets you play that third option. You have the blades, you have the bow. This like seems like you have traps, a net. You know, you leap towards some dudes. Dive bomb. The Falcon does the dive bomb. You might not even really need like that's 5 abilities right there. You might not even need
What is this
to play
place?
Rogue the way you've always been playing it, or
Don't
you've
seem to
always
have
seen it
gone
played.
far.
I've never seen anything
Everything
like
looks
this.
so different.
Like it's such a simple concept. Like
anyone
if
here?
you play Borderlands, they have you know, in Borderlands 1 you have Mordecai, the sniper with the companion. Even then, like a hunter type sniper's been done. But something like this, an ARPG, like a rogue with a companion, that's insane. Like how do you even put that into game? Like how do you play that? It's insane. It's beautiful. Like I feel like there's a way to play Diablo. There's actually a way to play the rogue like that, where you mix it with the blades and the archery, but I never tried doing it. But this is like a perfect game for something like that. Look how much of a combination rogue can be. You're always gonna rely on dex anyway. You can easily use a bow. Well, not really. Never mind. You can't do that. But in Diablo you could, because you have both of them equipped at once. Not that it's like a rating comparison, it's like what you can do, more so. I'm gonna use mana. Yeah. I guess what'll probably happen is, I'll see what's the most cost-effective and spammy ability for the Falconeer and see if I can use that as a primary, basically, right-click attack. Like my least, like my most spamming ability. Like Flurry is my spammy ability. I use that. I might not. I might use poison. I might use Acid Blast. I might not. I have this shift, this dash. I might not even use that. Right? We'll see. What the Falconeer really can bring to the table, where I don't need to use those things. That's what I would think of, like something like a substation. You don't even need to play the class I used to play it. Really different.
watch over you.
Like, even the smoke cloud's kind of OP. Like, usually, I feel like playing Rogan games is like, you have a split second to capitalize on these tools, and it's more so just avoiding your inevitable demise because you can't even kind of go on the offensive. Like, this smoke bombs last for a good time, and it gives me haste, it gives me all types of stuff. Like, that's beautiful. It's a nice, keeping help of, you know, mashed potatoes, whatever, for the rogue. Big, sloppy Joe scoop for your buns. It doesn't seem like I don't have to like play assassin, evolve into like a bird, falcon, eagle to even play a rogue. I can just like kind of relax. It's beautiful. I like it. This might be my favorite class just off of like a fantasy type of deal, not even like because I like playing it the most. It's almost like people want you to be like Starscream as like a streamer or content creator. I have no plans for you to become like the entire Transformers show, or like no one would want anyone outside of some of these to be just that. That's almost like being one of those self-centered egomaniac type people. My name's Don or Dolph or something, and I'm like a skier. Like, you just ski. But Dolph does everything, but he really just skis, right? That's how it is. But really, the goal would probably be to create a lower level network of people who are gonna have to be Dolph or be like Bumblebee or something, like just like one character out of the franchise. Once that kind of satisfies people's hunger for more Dolph, then you can like become your own franchise, or you can say, you're right, I'd rather be like Starscream. People that do like adult entertainment are like kind of pigeonholed into that one character. Like, they're like what everyone's fantasy is, you know? They're like that one part of the franchise, that one character, their favorite part of the show. They can't become a franchise. Like, what are they gonna do? Just get put back into that hole? Glancing blow? You have a discharge rating and receive glancing blow when hit. What is glancing blow? I'm pretty sure that's just like where you smack somebody in the face. Don't know. Like, I don't feel like they're gonna limit this rogue to like a speed cap. I mean, I'm sure there is, but not like really a cap on the speed or a cap on the amount of defense. You know, they kind of let them do what they want to do. It's beautiful. I like it. Think of someone like Drake. Like, Drake's like this guy that talks all that big trophy businessman stuff, but he's not really a businessman. Like, that's what you would desire more so than being an actual businessman. Like, Drake's like, I think, Jewish, but he's not stuck as a Jewish person, right? That's what could really happen to people. Yeah, dog. I wonder if they allow the rogue poison to scale with dexterity and not attunement. You're thinking about it, the way you deal with poison almost is a very dexterous, you know, calm way. Almost in a way, that's how a rogue would deal with it. It's his lesson. You either save yourself from poison, become a rogue, or you die. Like Batman. We want you to join us. Okay. Okay. No attunement scaling. So yeah, I like how they did that. Like, in a lot of games, I feel like they wouldn't let you even thrive as a poison rogue because they want it to be a magic ability. Like, I just want it to do this. So let's say that I'm like the e-girl Twitch streamer, aka Big Starscream, Big Bumblebee, and people do allow me to create that network for people who may want to become the franchise. You know, what type of weird shit would that be? For someone to have like just like the Call of Duty streamer locked in their basement because that's what he does. He's a Call of Duty streamer. It's almost like not admitting that you need someone to be funny or something. Like, it's super low level.
What brings you here?
It's like a thieves' guild or something.
Eterra's great.
Thieves' guild. I'm probably going to respect a lot for this rogue because I'm probably going to try to use explosive traps. You know, it has no cooldown. Net. No cooldown. No area assault. Dive bomb. That's like, I'm probably just gonna be a Falconeer, buddy. Like, that's 5 abilities. Boom. I'm Falconeer. We're gonna see how that works. I'll be able to stop saying I'm playing as a Sentinel Paladin or Sentinel Void now. I can just say I'm playing as a Falconeer. Like, if you think about something like Tom Brady, he's not Tom Brady the quarterback. He's like Tom Brady the franchise. He's the Patriots. He's standing in a line with the other dudes. You know, it doesn't really hinder him to be a part of this or be under anything. And that's what I would wish people could do. Not have to be like the shooter, you know, like he just shoots threes or something. Let him do what he want to do. I guess I'll have to be at a really high level to even unlock my Falconeer abilities, which I never even thought about. Where like it doesn't matter. I'll be able to kind of get what I want out of every ability I'm going to use on the road to that. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I keep thinking that my companion or my pet is actually like a minion that does damage, but he doesn't do anything. So like I kind of chill because he's here, but he's not gonna do nothing. He ain't on none. Okay, okay. You can already upgrade these, I'm pretty sure. No, they're locked. Never mind. Okay. Agility. Get some more attack speed. Let me get more dexterity. We get a little bit of everything. All I'm gonna really be able to rely on is dodge. Anyway. I feel like the biggest mistake people have is not really stamping it. You gotta stamp it, right? You gotta stamp it. You gotta stand on business, right? You gotta say, look, we're gonna capitalize on this because, like, we have the game for the customization. We're gonna hold your hand in the beginning. Like, that would be perfect. Like, hold my hand and throw me into the deep end, right? I actually have just found my vocal or my grammatical path in streaming and in life, and it's to be able to talk about things that are advanced. Like, you know, if you've been to school, there's people who are advanced and maybe couldn't go beyond being advanced around people who aren't, like being in the same grade and being smart, not really smart infinitely. But I'm gonna just start using that as a lot of my like my metaphors, my examples. They can say because of the time involvement in this game, time travel, that you need more of an advanced understanding of the timelines, because you don't need to go back to the very first day of the timeline. You need to like understand what the problem is and who's really controlling the timeline. Advance.
Gods be with you.
Should I go back to that point? Maybe I'll go back later.
Stay
I
safe.
feel like I might be missing this. I mean, I can always just run over there. It's not a big deal. I don't see how my smoke bomb blinds enemies. I feel like if they mean is initially you'll throw it at them and they'll have that symbol over their head. It blinds them. I don't see anything like that. Let's see. Oh, actually, I do see it. It's a little bar on their health bar. Actually, when they're in the smoke in general, it blinds them. I blind as well. Oh, the game's lagging. I died. You think I'm not a hardcore character? I would have been basically done just off of that. I probably will start a hardcore character, maybe like once I'm like a veteran in this game and blah blah blah. This game makes me so excited. I couldn't imagine me saying if I made this like my main source of content that I would be like a last Epoch streamer or whatever. Oh, streaming, it's lagging again. I just would be so excited. It'd be like I was always in the very beginning of the last Epoch. Like I was never like walking down a dusty road, lugging around some weight. Alright, that guy's just not really... It's not a thing I'm missing. This game should have like a better marketing team, because I wasn't really excited just hearing people talk about Last Epoch. I really thought it was just one of the big three in the run for the top of ARPGs, which is kind of a silly thing. Like, ARPG is already a really... like, you know, click to go here, and not like you could do. I thought you just see do a backflip. You have to kind of sit down and put time into it, and like this particular one. It's not like they're competing for like the yearly football sale, like having Madden and then you have another title. You're not really competing at that level. That's different. It's not like Call of Duty every year and people trying to knock you off the road. You'll be around next year and next year again, so you gotta take them out eventually. Call of Duty comes out every year still. Everyone else that try to compete with Call of Duty, they come out like every 5 years or something. And they're still having trouble. Should have never messed with the Call of Duty big dog. Should have just considered it a blessing that Call of Duty was going to handle the general population while you can just focus on making your game that you've been making already. Don't even get in the way. And some people aren't good at dealing with people at that level. Or some video games aren't that accessible. You shouldn't even mess with Call of Duty. You should let it be. Now you're like in the dirt.
You there, help me. longer.
I do like the damage. There's this superior damage. Superior agility. Then the game starts lagging when I throw a smoke bomb down.
Press it. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, this is perfect. All the speed you'll get is perfect for playing a rogue. Like, you'll be able to really dodge around your enemy, like running circles around him, really. You'll be able to punish people for being so slow and stupid. And I have dodge chance, not to mention I'm actually fast. Dodge probably seems like it'd actually be effective in this game. Shut up, I'm talking, dummy. And you get decreased damage while by moving. Like, that's perfect. You're just so fast. Perfect. It's literally like a strategy you can implement. Exceed. Ballista. I might throw Ballista in because I'm not really using Puncture or nothing. I'll just throw Ballista in. It's like a little companion summon. It'll probably do some damage.
You, I see. You were Elder Panion is an I have received word. Please, take these. The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you comfort. Be safe.
Round and round. I have this Publix at my house. If you don't know Publix, it's like Food Lion, Walmart, Winn-Dixie, one of those things. And it's really old. Like, when I walk in there, it's like I'm walking into a time machine. It's so old. Like, just the vibe. The vibe is just so old. Like, you can tell, like, you're supposed to be so old in here. Like, if you have PTSD or whatever, and you have flashbacks, it's like something like that. Like, you'd be perfect in this area. Let me get this one. Let me get that critical strike
Yes.
type stuff. Type-ish. I'm 7% in critical. Wait. Poison on hit. I don't really need that. I have tons of poison. Give me the crits. Very small incremental upgrade, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Vitality. Nothing wrong with a little bit of vitality. I can only do one at a time, or I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Follow your feet.
What? Go on then. Bah!
Round of applause. I'm really hoping that the exposure that last Epoch will bring to my channel isn't permanent. Usually we do that type of stuff. You know, I'm gonna explain this to like a more of a popularity type of way. Usually the people that can decide to stick around are people that are popular, not people that are new, right? Not people that are just gonna wait a long time for it to work. The point being, if there's like a new dance out, like a new popular dance that's out, like back in the day you had the Soldier Boy dance. It only stuck around because it was popular. It wasn't because it was a new dance, just because it was popular. Like, I definitely want people about creating their channel around openings Like, a lot of people are popular because they play League of Legends, and League of Legends is already popular. Not because they're the ultimate gamer, right? It's like when this last Epoch comes out, or Power comes out, you don't want to get stuck being the last Epoch creator or the this list is huge. The last Epoch creator, because it was popular, you have to like kind of strategically see the landscapes of, you know, content and all that other stuff. Like, is it really popular, right? Is it just like temporarily? Is it just new, you know? Compared to that, toward the actually people have Power World, and it being a survival game, survival games never really hang around for that long. Usually, people play it with their buddies, you know, they learn mechanics, and then they just stop playing it. It's a survival game. It's not like it gets deeper. There's no story. It's just sort of you play the game for its mechanics, the fact it's a survival game, and then people just won't really play it. It's not a bad game. It's just that's usually what happens with that genre of games. You know, I'd recommend finding a game you like to play, which I've already said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. A game you like to play that is popular, and make content around that, and you'll notice that the table you're sitting at, the popular game table, is so full of participants, players, viewers, that you can kind of be aided in a way by the pre-existing stuff. It's like kind of like saying, well, you're only popular because people around you made you popular. Like, that's how it would work anyway. It's like saying you're only valid because people at your table say you're valid. Well, if you hung out with your buddies playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you're valid. As long as you stay at your table, right? When you go to another table, you have to be valid for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be someone that people like because you're friends, and they can't be friends with you. If you stream, you want to make friends, that's easy. You can be friends with every single person if they watch you and all that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want, like, an audience, or you want to make content, people like it, that's not so much as a friend thing. It's like they like what you're offering type of deal.
What?
Ooh.
Goodbye.
Needs leeching gloves? It's always leeching gloves. Fine with me.
Bah.
Like, if I didn't like World of Warcraft, I wouldn't make content around it. I like it so much that, you know, the community kind of pulls me up in a way where it's almost like playing catch-up. Duelist. It's like playing catch-up. Like, you have to be good enough. You have to know what you're doing, and you can do whatever you want with your content, right? Like, you have to check these boxes. I think there are cases where you can be a sleeper agent, right? Like, you don't have to be Call of Duty. You can be like, you can play Last Epoch. I feel like this is gonna be a real sleeper type of game, sleeper agent type of a thing. You know, the point with that being is the game's so fun that people who are like coming from more popular titles, or just kind of on the popular train, aren't going to stick around, and aren't going to really consider this a game that is weird or something. Like, they're not gonna be like, this is weird. If you like stuck around and did your content off of this, it might be like your personal, like, it might be like Batman. Like, you have like Bruce Wayne, who's the big billionaire, and everyone's like sleeping on Batman. Like, Batman's not really, you know, Batman. He's not out here partying. It's almost like a Batman situation, right? Batman. Like, if I play World of Warcraft, I'm not Batman. I'm like World of Warcraft. Everyone, you know, everyone's in on it. But if I play Last Epoch, you're like Batman. Like, you got the cape, you got the mask. And if you could find something to make content around this game, which is, you know, other than playing high-end content or playing the campaign, I couldn't really think of nothing currently. Maybe like class builds. I don't know. Maybe like Batman. But knowing that there's the Batman option, the sleeper option, and the mainstream option, people may rethink even playing or streaming and all that because they don't want that type of system, right? They rather just be like, you know, doing something else creatively. Oh, this is shift. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm still kind of stuck on the whole 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the abilities. And you know, I'm not used to it's still I'm not really used to being W and stuff. Fuck it. I've got potions. My dash heals me. I'm healing up. Dashing away. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to make them be like a victim to my like ultimate streaming technique. But I definitely don't want them to spend their time doing something that isn't working. And they want to see results in some aspects of their streaming channel. Like, I recommend making multiple forms of art, so you have that outlet. That art remains an outlet and not a demanding job that you can't live up to because you're just hitting the same buttons. It's not art or creation or nothing. Like, I make like beats on a music maker, and none of them to me are good enough to be released. But it's an outlet, right? It becomes something that I'm not focused on putting out. I'm putting out streams. I don't have to put out beats. Maybe one day I can't handle streaming anymore. I have to put out something else. Put out beats. Right? Maybe I can't stream, but I can still record a video and commentate over it. I can release that. You know, it's kind of like the art is pressure. Like, you know, it's great. People say things are dope. Doesn't mean you have to be dope, right? Being dope can be hard for some people. People's whole life is around them being dope. You might think it's easy because you just started being dope. Like, you're the cool kid at school, you're basically dope every day. Like, you're dope. And then it's easy to be dope eventually, but people don't really appreciate the hard work that goes into being dope. Dope like the cool kids. My creations are dope like the cool kids. Okay. When you use a skill that costs 0 mana and hits an enemy, you regain health and mana. Oh wow. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure this doesn't use any mana. Blurry. Oh wow. Holy snap. I wish it had a transmog system like Diablo 4 did, where I can just pick what set I want to wear aesthetically. You have to get all these. All these are cosmetics. You have to get them from either buying them or dropping on Twitch or something. Or pre-ordering them. It looks like you even have, I didn't even notice that. Looks like they're using aesthetic skills. There's aesthetics to the skills. Jesus, skill. Oh, there's skill cosmetics. Oh my god. Usually people don't like microtransactions, and I like agree because they become kind of soulless. I get red tag or blue tag from back in the day, but there's nothing that has reached the hearts of the masses quite like red tag or blue tagger. But aesthetic cosmetics, or not aesthetics, skill cosmetics. Like if I throw a flask, it maybe like be purple or something. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be really dope. People like the impact of and feel abilities. That's gonna make it great. I'm now on the microtransaction train. I'm on the cosmetic store cosmetic train. This reminds me of Smite. How games can go like Smite's really kind of a little too simple, but I really like it. Where like you can just end up sustaining yourself off of murdering minions and having crazy crits and attack speed, kind of having a cheat build. But I feel like this game might require it because it's difficulty. Like a cheat build's like, I don't have to dodge, I can use lifesteal, right? A cheat build kind of eliminates some mechanics from the game while capitalizing fully on others, which is fine, but I think it kind of makes the game a little too simple. Building out the science guy. Yeah, this feels really good. Dodging, dashing usually feels like being a dog. It's running away from like someone trying to blast you. You know, dogs run like they get low and they start running sideways and all that crazy stuff. It feels good in this game. Usually running away feels like the last step before you get blown up. But running around this game feels so fast. You know, it feels fast, and you can chain together like some attacks. Like I know if I dodge, I can start attacking. Other games, I feel like if I dodge, I've lost the situation. I have to like regroup and attack again.
Were Elder Panion was here but a moment ago. I fear the void is manipulating him. You must intercept Elder Pan. Please stop him.
Oh. I'm dripping.
Gods be with you.
Poison.
Stay safe.
Oh.
Yes. Follow your feet.
Okay. I can't wait to get this microphone. I used to have a microphone that was dynamic, which is like a singer microphone when you talk into, like one of those long ones. And it just made me feel really artsy. I feel like this rogue's gonna be so beautiful because, I mean, maybe not when I get the Falconer because that'll be less of like dagger play and stuff, which might make a lot of stuff irrelevant, like crits and stuff, and I don't know, we'll see. But right now I can go straight up crits, poison, bleed all at once. And it'll like pay off. It's nice. Usually you have to just do one or the other.
Where are you going?
First thing I'm gonna do is probably I'm about to get my specialization pretty soon. I'm going to the armory just right after I get through here. This is where I get it, the armory, and then the lower district. I'll go back to the council chambers. You know, it's right up here basically. And what'll probably happen is I'll start specking Falcon for my specialization. I'll probably switch out Ballista for Falcon. And then, well, that's all I thought was gonna happen. I'll have to wait till level 35. I guess once I get level 35, I'll probably have Explosive Trap. So instead of using a Acid Flask, I'll use Explosive Trap. I don't know. That part is kind of confusing. Switching my abilities, playing a little differently. Maybe not understanding what's going to happen when we get there. The thing about me playing Primalist, and what kind of built my ignorance up, is I already play like that. I play the same exact way. I have Companion, do physical damage. So switching to like void damage or traps, confusing. Right now I do crits and poison and I attack quickly. What's going to happen when I get Falconeer? What do I do? What do I scale? See what the Falconeer passive is. 12 dexterity and 1 Falcon melee damage for 4 dexterity. So I'm guessing a straight dex. That's straight up a dex. Dodge probably be good. Did everybody get more minions or multiple Falcons? Falconeer's the guy that fights with the bird, and it's like this whole thing. He doesn't even he's like JoJo, the adventure type of guy. I'm sure people get what I'm saying. Right now I'm doing crits, poison. Like that's not in the Falconeer handbook. I feel like it's almost more of like a just do straight damage type of guy. No crits, just dexterity. Like a monk, you know, he just smacks people. No crits, no poison. It's like the monk class in a way, I would assume. So I'll probably respec my passives. Not immediately, but soon. Because I can rely more on the Falconeer abilities.
Easy. Too easy.
If I gotta check my video uploads, I might have uploaded the wrong type of video. Or I uploaded it twice. I gotta check that. What is this? Critical precision. You have increased critical strike chance per sword, bow, or dagger. Equip so 2. You know. Okay. Crit chance. They'll all give you crit chance, so it doesn't really matter. Every third non-channeling melee, throwing, or bow attack plus 6 bleed.
You shall help whenever you receive a glancing blow.
But it blades. When you use a melee bow attack that costs mana, consumes additional mana, and deals more damage. Oh. Additional mana to deal more damage. That's pretty cool. Yep. Yeah. I wonder what this developer company's going to become. If they're going to become anything special, or like they always hitting the mark, or they always have like cool ideas. So this started with a bunch of people making a game that weren't a part of any developing company or nothing, and they grew the developer company over time. I wonder if it's going to like get bigger or become like an official company, or they're going to stay small. What happens when I hit the Falcon button? Hit the Falcon button. Falcon Strike. Okay. That's his main ability, Falcon Strike. My connection is so terrible right now. Went back up a little bit. Still terrible. What is this? Oh, you throw them. That's kind of cool. Like hook blade or something? They like hook into them and hop around. Combo ability test over 2 blades and 4 blades. Alright, I can't really read it right now. That's a lot of damage. This is a green item. Oh, it's up here. Yep. Minion damage, intellect. This could be good when I get my Falcon. If it counts as a minion. I'm sure it does.
Terra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
I'm pretty sure I could be using crafting much more effectively. I just hasn't really clicked with me yet. I get it. If you have available resources, you can upgrade to whatever you can upgrade to, but you know, trying to break stuff down to get more resources and using the runes doesn't like. Why do these feel so great? They have 0 mana cost. They do so much damage. It does the same damage. It's a combo attack. Shadows using umbrella, so throws single. Where are the shadows even coming from? Like shadows like appear, kind of. Ability seems kind of superior to my fury or flurry. I am applying a lot of like poison and bleed with my flurry. And it blinds him as well when I hit him with it. Against mobs, like these little trash mobs, it seems like the superior option. The flurry seems like it probably does way more against an elite. They have all the like stuff attached to it. It just deletes them. Impressive. Open it. It doesn't cost any mana. It's good. Legendary bow. Flick. Increase attack bow speed. Doesn't really have too much. I guess 12 bow damage is the key to that. Let me try the bow. I haven't using a bow or anything. I got a legendary one. I have fury, flurry. What else would go good with the bow? Puncture. I'll go back to that. I just like getting up close. That bow looks cool. I like it. They could have probably took a book out, a few out of the Diablo book and made the legendaries much cooler looking. And more legendary compared to the other items. Oh my god.
Gods. Terra watch over you.
And ability to like swing back and rub back my head and I died. It's like riding a ATV. You don't get to do that type of stuff.
Doing back the people in the tree.
Stay back.
I feel like I got my mastery like at least 4 levels earlier than I did on my Sentinel. Maybe because the Sentinel is poopy. No, but he doesn't do that much damage. I don't know where the difference happened. Oh. Turret. Like all the bosses are like a big part of the story. Not just like some random bug hanging out in an alleyway.
What a shame, poor man. But what's done is done.
See you later, dude. Let's go. Falconeer time.
This is what is left of your time. Don't act.
I was level 19
most
last
of the
time, I'm
key might
pretty
be
sure.
kind enough to stay safe.
I'm just gonna switch out Ballista for Falconeer, or for the Falcon. I'm gonna start leveling up my Falcon and putting dex points up so he can do tons of damage. I wonder if he has a health bar. Let's see. Or are you just invincible?
You've woken then close your eyes and focus on the potential you wish to wield as
Give me that.
I guide the shades to you.
Give it here. I don't need points. Spend. Whatever. Wait, did that say there's a combo with the Ballista and the Falconeer? Falcon. Your Falcon and Ballista have additional base crit chance. Does not stack. Maybe I'll drop something for the Ballista. I don't know. Wait. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay.
I see that you are still you. That strength will be necessary
There we go.
if our world, our
Let's
reality,
just,
is to have any hope.
Let's just keep going for the dex points you get from steady hand. Check it out, y'all.
Why, a terror I see, even by you. Thank you. There is an old passage to the surface.
Gods be with you.
I will dispel the runes.
Stay safe.
May a terror smile upon you. Farewell. Greetings. Do not dwell on regrets.
Here we go. Moment I've been waiting for. After I saw the Falconeer. A swing around on a something. Blow people up, use traps. I never played a trapster type of guy, a trap master. This is gonna be the first time. The Falcon's a cool bird. It's a little nice, little dangerous bird. There he is. Pretty big. I didn't expect him to be this big. Alright, let's get to work. Okay. I'm glad I fed into the hype, because this is hype. It's hype. It's so hype. Hype. I actually want to use explosive traps, so I'm going to start upgrading this stuff. I'm just going to go for increased melee damage, whatever. Let's go. Might actually stop using some abilities just because I want something to have set up. I'll pull out ballistas instead of these Umbra blades, or whatever, just to have, you know, throw them in the foreground, throwing them up ahead. I'm saying, like throw up ballistas. Oh, wrong button. Throw up ballistas. I'm a hawk out there. By the time I get up there, I'll just, you know, do what I do. Do my damage. Back consuming the whole entire time. Yeah, this is nice. This gives you like that extra direction. If you have forward, backwards, side to side, this is like fly through the air, explode. Basically, what I'm gonna consider this is you have the front liner type of rogue where you just use daggers. Then you have kind of the archer where you hang back. This is like send the traps up out front, you know, send the bird out. This is good for people who like kind of like finishing the battle before they even arrive. You know, people who are running up where I'm at, like I'm running up right now, like right when you see the enemies. You know, you throw up your ballista, throw up your falcon. You know, it's definitely a new position to play out of.
That was close.
Which people probably mean by having a dog. Yep. I'm him. I'm actually using up a lot of mana. This uses mana as a cooldown. This uses mana as a big mana cost. But yeah, like I said, poison and all that, I don't think it's gonna fly anymore. Does this guy do poison? Looks like he does poison. He actually throws acid flask. So actually, I could probably combo Acid Flask with the Falcon just off of that and upgrade my Acid Flask. I don't know. Let me go, like, hyperventilate in the closet. other synergies does the Falcon have with my other skill trees? Yes, Falcon Strike. I think that's it. I think this basically only has a synergy with Acid Flask. I like Acid Flask. Do I want to throw Acid Flask? You know, as like my main deal to synergize with the Falcon? Maybe? Maybe I do? I really don't know.
The cultists had a philosophy. The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone. If they devoted themselves to despair, would it welcome them? A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
Yeah. We went to the forest, and we're gonna go meet the cultists at the cultist village, right? The cultist camp. Maybe this will be a very mana heavy build. Gotta be careful about that. This is gonna be like one of those trapster builds where like I'm not using a bow or using melee. I'm just like throwing acid flask and traps and stuff. So maybe I'll go acid flask. But it is mana heavy, like I was saying. Like I don't wanna just be trying to build something where I can't afford it because of my mana. I want you to keep a ability that doesn't use mana like Flurry. You need to use a bow. Like, I could probably start using a bow instead of worrying about running up to people. Actually use Flurry. Beautiful. I'm like packing just another bunch to just roll through at this point. This is why every archer or hunter should have a pet. It just makes the game so much cooler. Makes it so much much cooler. So I don't know if I'm gonna go the acid flask route or the poison route. I don't know if that's in the cards for me. I don't think I will. I'll probably go for more immediate damage, not so much, you know, not so much poison. I don't think I'm gonna go for poison. Because, like, I don't really feel like those poison traps or having my guide throw them. Like, throw something else. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. I don't know. I'll see. I don't want to use like a bow. I'm probably gonna end up using, and also have acid blast that I'm throwing. Unless I like proc poison through my bow, then more poison would be welcome. I don't know. Maybe I will, because that seems kind of cool having him throw them down. This is like I should go for more immediate damage. Having this Falcon beating people up before I even get there. I guess they will creep towards me. I don't know. I need to go on a walk to think about all this. You put my hands in my pocket, rub my chin, walk down the block. Is there a way to shorten my cooldown? Falcon Strike cooldown, or lower the cooldown? When Falcon Strike hits an enemy, if Falcon Strike it marks him. Next hit against mark enemy deals more damage. Coon's Mark. Consume. Falcon's Mark. Falcon's Mark. Falcon Strike. Falcon Strike gives more damage for enemy. Okay, we directly use melee attack, throwing bow attack that hits. Use a portion of Falcon Strike's remaining cooldown. Alright, here's our cooldown reduction. That's what we're gonna go for. Cooldown reduction. I'm gonna switch out shift with something else. Like I like having movement abilities. I'll probably use aerial assault. That'll probably take some time though. So that probably won't be the biggest deal. Directly using aerial assault recovers a portion of missing health. Alright. There's a heal for that. After landing it, all your active ballistas prioritize targets around you and deal more damage. Oh my god, this is so tough. I don't know what to do, what to choose. I know that I won't need shift, but I won't unlock aerial assault for a long time. Like my goal there is to be more aggressive with my movement. More of like a jump on people than like it's a dodge. I'm pretty sure it has a cooldown. I mean, so does this. It has a 4-second cooldown. This has a 3-second. I think I actually lowered it. Yeah, this is like the nitro boost I needed to like lock in and try to create a build. I get to kind of utilize the whole battlefield. You know, that's why I have traps and stuff and nets. I'm gonna be able to utilize the whole battlefield, dodging around, utilizing the space, not just pulling up and shooting. Level 20, that station for the Falcon. Play Falconeer, you'll like it. It's unique. I'm guessing having like a trap layer and all that is easy to use. Makes it fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this so I can get Explosive Trap. I could respect my, I can respect this rogue tree because I won't need dual wield. I won't need a lot of this stuff. I won't need, this type of stuff. Right? Like, I'll need something else. So I might go respect once I get to the cultist camp. I want to put more points into, like, my Falconeer build. Every point counts. The quicker I get, Poison Trap, the better. Not Poison Trap, it's what's a crap. I wonder what that scales with. Scales with attunement? Nope. Is it in here? Is the respec in here? I feel like it is. I'm gonna teleport another town, teleport back here. To the council chambers. Great synergies. This is more of a synergy build. Not really relying on I don't know, other things. Most of these are synergy builds. This is like a really good looking one. Yeah, respect me. Respect. Take my dual wield away. Take it away. I think that's it, bro. Take my dual wield away. And give me some more of this mumbo jumbo. It looks like I'm gonna have to give up poison flask, which is fine. And then you have a chance to gain a stack of Crimson Shroud whenever your Falcon Ballista hits an enemy. I'm gonna have to use Ballista. It seems like a lot of Ballista combos. Your Falcon deals additional throwing damage per point of your dexterity. What does he throw? What's the Falcon throw? What did Falcon throw? Falcon Strike, portion of your highest global increased melee. Falcon Strike, just additional times and your Falcon has increased melee speed. I know he throws poison. I know he throws Acid Flask. Did he throw anything else? Falcon does more damage. Falcon hits an enemy with. When Falcon hits an enemy, has a chance to drop a black arrow at its location. Black arrow chance? What is a black arrow? The Falcon now uses feather knives. Or now uses feather knives at nearby enemies. Falcon also throws a single feather knife whenever you consume Falcon's mark. So he throws stuff eventually. Can throw stuff. Like knives. Falcon regularly kills enemies that are below a certain health threshold. Falcon Strike, Falcon Strike. I'm really going for a big Falcon Strike type of deal. The Falcon now uses... Looks like increases the Falcon Strike for feather knives. Falcon now uses feather knives at nearby enemies. Effect has a... Okay, it's just like a passive effect. So does that mean like I should jump into that? So then I have the passive and the Falconeer. I should be using throwing stuff with this guy. The Falcon deals additional throwing damage. Let's get dexterity.
Do not dwell on the regrets.
Oh. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break. I think I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I gotta use the bathroom and I haven't ate anything today. I'll probably be back playing more Falconeer. I will be. Maybe like 4 or 5. I don't know, whenever I get my trip put together. I eat, use the bathroom. Alright, yeah. Play Falconeer, get this game. It's a great game. You know, right now I think the Falconeer is my favorite class. kind of tied up with Primalist Beastmaster. And the Sentinel has a lot of potential, but I don't think it's executed properly in the masteries in the later games. I just feel like I'm relying more so on much lower level of play. I don't feel like it evolved to its mastery like it should have. Like, I don't feel like I'm ripping stuff up or tanking stuff. So yeah, I don't know. See you guys later. Check my stuff. Nope. Do some stuff. All right, I'll be back.